Yo, what's up guys, welcome back from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, back again at Group F, if you see, as you see here. I mean, again, two big decks, both, at least the first deck from 2016 being Monarchs, well, the extra deck variant that is, versus a deck list from 2019, Lunalight, so that's a deck from Master Rule 4. Let's not forget that one, since that's quite crucial. First list should be, you know, pretty straightforward. One of the Nationals deck lists from back then, 2016. I like the Brilliant Fusion extra deck variant because of the one card Tribute Engine with Lazuli and, is it Dark Witch? I believe so. Yeah, you'll see why. I've seen the question in one of its previous videos. But the second list we have Lunalight. Well, Lunalight Orcust. This should be the first place deck list of YCS Ghent back in 2019, right? Again, you have a couple of ways to run the Lunalight bus, but this is the the version of well, this year at least. So Monarchs go first. So I go first, and I was like, well, this opening hand is terrible, so I have to go all out, all or nothing, and I'm lucky, but I think this was my only play, you know, just leave Kuraz on the field, especially with return. It will make sure that you have a tribute on your side of the field during your opponent's turn, so that's basically Aether Father. I'm not sure what my two sets are. I believe Twin Twister. Okay, I mean that helps out being like a danger deck, but at the same time, I believe the deck plays like 3 traps, and all of them were in the opening hand, so that's a small bummer. Well, okay, I mean the Lunalight trap is not. It's decent. You can just discard it to the graveyard with dangers and so on, so that's I guess fine. Going for Cross, because again I want to replenish my hand. I don't think I'm main decking any head traps. I believe Maxi and Failure are both in a side deck. So again, the extra deck play is there. This isn't really looking too great again for Lunalight. No follow-up plays. Might have missed something. The Twin Twister definitely helped out, preventing the Tanky from resolving and, you know, searching Lunalight Tiger. I believe that, yeah, it should be Tiger. But yeah, Pleiades again is strong, and what's it? The Gizmek? Yeah, Gizmek. Okay, I think I need to bound it, even though, you know, it's giving my opponent a card for this card. So, but yeah, in this way, you know, by doing this, I can keep Pleiades on the field, and that's much more important, I feel now. Oh yeah, now I see. Is that the early Gizmek kinda screwed him over, because as you saw just a couple of moments ago, is that both Yellow Martens were banished off of Gizmek. Yeah, that's the reason why it's not looking too great. yeah. So yeah, this should be my duel. The Shark Fortress doesn't really matter which one. I could have gone for Volcasaurus, but again, Shark Fortress basically giving in this case, my Monarch a double attacker. Now going second, and I believe I side-decked in Nexi's definitely, Veilers? Twin Twister? I think so, and that's basically it. Maxi definitely helps out, but, you know, Lunalight definitely has the capability to special summon multiple times. Not sure if it can deck, I mean, it can deck out like 30 special summons, or 30 plus in one turn. I don't think so. So I'm relatively, you know, safe to use Maxi, especially if I'm going second, right? So Dweller seems to be the recovery play, and that's cool. It prevents Idea from triggering, it prevents Pantheism from activating, so that definitely hurts. And I think I was making like a very risky play earlier, but I was like, man, triple Brilliant Fusion, double Adels, double Idea, I think, so the chances should be really high, right? But that's how it goes. So Idea is there, it should be alive, right? Especially now with the Prime Monarch in graveyard, and I don't want the, what's it called, the Azathoth from, you know, triggering or just hitting the board. That's why I'm eventually going for Kuraz, blowing up my own return and giving my opponent a free draw. But that's cool because, again, I have Effect Failure, and I should be keeping it for the Orcust play, right? The Orcust Nightmare, probably. Depends on, you know, which series of plays there are going to be played. So my set could indeed be the Stormfort. I guess, you know, that's something I could telegraph here. And yep, Nightmare Mermaid is going to get negated by Effect Failure, the Danger package coming to play. And I'm going to chain the huge Twin Twister, but again, as you know, Lunalight Tiger does have the capability to special summon like a Lunalight monster from your graveyard when it is destroyed, I think, yep. So Curious hits the board. Potential plays for the deck? I'm not sure. Boral Sword is not an option. Yeah, okay, yeah, the Orcust package is still there. So I guess, okay, yeah, Dinger. Oh, yeah. You will see it in the graveyard, and that's why the what's it called? Yeah, the Crescendo is in graveyard. The one-off Crescendo, the Galatea. That's why the Galatea is not faceable on the field, because Crescendo was milled to the graveyard with Curious. So, I'm honest, this is again some tough luck for Lunalight Orcust. I mean, let's face it, not Curious, but the Galatea would have been there with Crescendo. But, I mean, okay, Crescendo could have negated something, potentially a Stormfort, and I believe Crescendo also negates the activation. So again, I would have been able to go for the extra deck summon plus Erebus, so I'm not sure if it would have mattered that much. But I mean, it's an extra negation, but I guess, okay, an early Gizmek, an early Curious, those are the downsides, right? Same for Dangers, okay, if all goes well, there'll be 3 bodies on the field plus a draw, but you know, discarding one of your dangers or your opponent picking the danger, that's just the downside of it. So going for Ether, getting the beneficial mills as well. Okay, yeah, I'm running really low on Monarch, Spell and Trap resources in my deck and hand. And this could have been an OTK if it wasn't for Prime. So Boral Sword double attack plus Gizmek, you know, put in defense, plus this could have been lethal damage if it wasn't for Prime. But again, I'm very low on Monarch resources. I don't think I have any potential Monarch effect, or at least I can't go for Erebus this turn. So I was like, okay, my only option here is to, you know, get back an Idea on the field, tribute it away so I can get back one of my 2 primes in the deck, you know Prime, send back 2 Monarch spell and traps from the graveyard to draw 1 card. So basically set up my entire Monarch engine, right? And that kinda counts for Lunalight as well. The engine is out of steam, it lost its steam, Boral Sword is in the graveyard, I think all Tigers as well, so the deck can't really, you know, put up big damage now. And then I have my own Prime that's just going to recycle all Monarch spell and traps, and now it's, you know, I can just go for Erebus and go from there, right? Yeah, I still have I still have another Stormfort Aether play ready for, you know, if he survives this turn. However, yeah, I mean, no clue how, but another Stormfort. I mean, how many times do you need to Stormfort Aether, you know, Margaret, right? So going second this time, and this is just a far too broken opening for the deck. Indeed, yeah, just go for the Azathoth plus Nirali, yeah, to search out the trap card, the Lunalight Trap. Azathoth triggers, well, it doesn't really activate, but you know what I mean. I can't use the potential Veiler now, so you can freely go for your Orcust combo. Plus, I mean, this is basically full combo, so you can end on, like, I guess Curious, Dweller, Tornado Dragon, and Dingirsu with Galatea, something like that. Yeah, probably. That's also going to be the end board. So, opening Lazuli is terrible. You don't want to have Lazuli in your opening hand. The Twin Twister could be okay to force out, I guess, the Crescendo. Then again, there's probably going to be a Dingirsu on the field. Depends, right? So yeah, I don't think I can win this one. Is it Surface? I don't think so. It's a Monster Reborn. Plus, plus Dweller also. Yeah. Okay, and Tornado Dragon. Yeah, Tornado Dragon is going to, you know, potentially hit the domain, prevent the Erebus from lowering the level, plus potentially hitting the return on my side of the field, so I can't do anything. Yeah, Crescendo is okay, and double Tiger. I mean, this is the reason why Lunalight Tiger was banned for the first, you know, whatever. So, okay, Twin Twister, Crescendo is forced out, that's cool, but Domain is indeed going to get destroyed eventually by the Tornado Dragon, and then I can just, you know, scoop up my cards, I guess. No way, there's no reason to waste time. So going first, and this is why Brilliant Fusion is so strong. I don't have any 1-card tribute, so that's why I'm going for Brilliant Fusion to set Lazuli and Dark Witch. And Lazuli, at least Dark Witch, is a normal, so you can get it back from your graveyard, right, you know, or the lights, and, you know, because of that, Lazuli can get it back, so that's your 1-card tribute summon. Plus, the Gem Knight Seraphinite gives you the extra normal summon, so that's basically a double tribute summon during your first turn. Again, this is why Brilliant Fusion was so broken in the deck. The double tribute summon, the free level 5, potentially send Idea from your deck to the graveyard and go from there. So I think this is the best opening hand I can have, right? So I'm going for Maxi. I again don't want the is it Chick? I believe it's Chick, you know, use its effect. So that's why I'm going for an early Stormfort Ether and, you know, get a couple of draws. But the Maxi is going to bite me. I mean, let's face it, I probably would have done the same in case of Lunalight Orcust, right? Just go for Azathoth, again, making sure, because the only hand trap I can have now is Failure. So again, you can, because again, Maxi has already been activated, and I feel that the deck can definitely go for, look at my deck, 15 special summons, 14 special summons. That's definitely the case, that could be the case. So I was like, oh man, I probably should not have used my Kuraz draw, but yeah, it's too late. But it's not going to matter. And okay, yeah, some standard combos, right? Galatea hits the board, Twin Twister to get Zephyros in the graveyard, get Tiger back, yada yada. You know the thing. And I'm going to make a small misclick. Is that on this point in the duel, I had my don't chain button pushed in. You know, and this is why I wasn't able to chain my. Prime Monarch, right, in the graveyard to Dweller. Otherwise, I definitely would have chained it, but it's not going to matter because, again, the deck is going to have enough attack power on board to attack for a game. So now I normally should have had the Trap card in defense position as well, but Dengirsu can attack, Boral Sword can attack, plus Dweller also. So Ding would have attacked over the Prime Monarch, and both the Link 4 and Dweller deal loss damage. So game number 5. It's a 5 game. My opening hand is decent. It's not the best, but I mean, I can play, right? So I'm happy getting the double tribute summon off of Idea Eidos, plus that's a potential double tribute summon during my next turn. I see Valor, so I'm like, and okay, and Stormfort Ether. Come on. This isn't enough. This should be enough, right? And this is the turn point. 5 cards in hand. Reveal. Is it Mothman? Yeah. And the game picks Mothman. 1 in a 5 chance, 20% chance, and that's a lifesaver because Mothman is that level 4 on the field for a potential Azathoth play, right? And you know, that would have stopped Failure and so on and so on. So again, but that's how it is, right? The dangers, if they work out, they will give you a lot of advantage, but there is still that small chance that it will backfire. And here, I'm honest, I'm lucky. And that's because of, no Mothman on the field, the deck doesn't have any real follow-up plays after this, so I can capitalize on that. They're going for a rank 5 Exceed play, and this should be enough, right? Yeah, this is again the biggest advantage of extra deck Monarchs, going for your extra deck summon first, and then, return in the Eidos, for going for the double tribute summon, and yada yada yada. And, and have another Stormfort Ether play, just in case. So Monarchs take this one. But I'm honest, I was lucky. Game number 1, the Gizmek building double Yellow Martin. Game number 2, it was, what was it, the Crescendo Mill? Not sure if it mattered, but game number 5 here, hitting, because again it's at random, the game hitting the Mothman, 1 in a 5 chance. If it wasn't the case, the game probably would have been different, but that's how it is. Every card has its advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so next matchup we have True Draco versus Eldritch Synchro. Again, like always, feel free to leave your predictions. And again, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Liam signing out. Peace.